This video is in orientation to our online learning platform for Reach Ahead Math, which is the Brightspace system. First question would be, how do I get onto Brightspace? So Brightspace is not an app or a piece of software. It's just something that you can access through a browser on either a laptop, a Chromebook, a tablet, a phone. You can go to the browser of your choice. I'm using Google Chrome today to access Brightspace. So one way to access it is to type the link directly, which is tvdsb.elearningontario.ca. I find it easier just to Google TVDSB Brightspace, and it's always going to be the first result. I can click there, and I'm going to log into Brightspace the same way that I would log into any other school computer or your email or the Wi-Fi. So it's that same username, which is your email address, and then your usual password. So I'm already logged in. To find our course, I'm going to click this waffle button with the 9 squares. You can probably guess why it's called a waffle button. And then you'll see all the courses that you're registered in. For you, it might just be Reach Ahead Math. For me, it's all the math courses that I teach at Beal. So our course code is MTH1WE03. MTH, of course, stands for mathematics. 1 stands for grade 9. It's the first year of high school. And then E stands for either e-learning or enrichment. And then 03, because we're the third section of the course. There's 3 different Reach Ahead classes, and my class is number 3. So I'm going to click there to take me to our course homepage. This is where you should be going kind of each day that you're working on our math course. You can see that I've added it as a bookmark because I go here many times every day. So you might want to bookmark that on your favorite browser or pin that to the home screen on your phone or your computer. So this takes us to our home screen on Brightspace. There's 2 important parts of the home screen. One is this nav bar, we call it at the top, which has buttons or links to every part of our course. And the second important part of the home screen is the announcements. I'll post an announcement every day which says, where you should be going, what you should be doing, any sort of updates on our course, and then as well as some kind of cool puzzles and games to try if you want every day. So that's going to be what you see when you first log in each day, along with kind of our course banner image, which is a picture from one of my favorite mathematics movies. If you know what movie this picture is from, you can post a comment on this YouTube video. So the first thing we're going to go through is this nav bar at the top of the page. The first button just takes you back to the home page. So it's going to reload this home page. The second button is probably the one you'll click the most. That takes you to the course content. It's sort of like you can imagine that as a virtual textbook. So it's got notes and videos and examples and homework. That's where we're going to learn all of our mathematics. I'll show you that in a minute. Assignments, discussions, and quizzes is how you interact with the course, how you would hand stuff into me. Google Meet, we're going to meet every Tuesday or Friday. So if you click on that link, it just takes you right to Google Meet. You can navigate to that on your own as well. So every Tuesday and Friday, we'll have a meeting for enrichment and support and to build a community. And you'll log into that Google Meet using the code TAU628, TAU628. Tau is an important number in math. It's a little bit like pi. It's related to area or circumference of circles. It's just a little bit less well known, but I think a little bit more useful. So we can talk about that later on. And I've also got links here to a YouTube playlist where I post videos about math. And you can also check your grades. Of course, there's nothing there yet. We've just started the course. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click at the top and I'm going to change to viewing this page as if I was a student. So this is what you will see when you log in. It looks pretty similar to the teacher view. Every day I will post a daily announcement. Just says what you should be doing, updates, reminders. So that might be where you want to start each day. So today I've just posted a welcome to Brightspace. I've got a link to this video that you're watching already. And then there's 4 tasks that I want you to try this week. So this week we're not doing any math, which is a bummer maybe. It's just getting used to Brightspace. So you're going to try a quiz that involves no math. You're going to do 2 discussion posts to get to know your classmates. You're going to submit an assignment just to check that you know how to submit an assignment. And you're going to fill out a quick Google form if you haven't already. I think I emailed that to you last week as well. Why are we doing these 4 introductory tasks? 1, so I get to know you better. And 2, so that we're confident that we can all use Brightspace before we actually move on to starting the course. If you do want to do some math this week, I've posted a link. So anything in blue is always going to be a link that will take you somewhere. So I posted a link to a diagnostic activity created by the University of Waterloo, which has some math questions based on the grade 7 and 8 curriculum. So if you want to see, am I ready for this grade 9 math, you could kind of scroll through these questions, you could print it, you could try some of them yourself, just to see if you feel that you're confident and ready to start grade 9 math. So that's put together by the University of Waterloo. If some of this doesn't look familiar, that's fine. I'm sure we'll go over it as well. But this is just kind of a summary of the grade 8 math curriculum. So you could, if you want to do some math this week, you could go through some of those questions just to check if you're comfortable with all of that material. That's one thing you could do. And then in each daily announcement, I'll post a weekly schedule. So this week is just all about learning Brightspace. And then every day, all of these blue links update picture of the day, word of the day, etc. And then I post a problem of the week. Today is about Chuck the Llama, or this week's about Chuck the Llama. And if you have a solution, or you want a hint, or you want to share an idea with your classmates, you could post in the discussion forum. There's a link here to your problem of the week discussion thread. So why don't we check out the discussion forum? This is where you would post things or reply to your classmates. We're going to post twice in week 1. Once just about an introduction, some facts about yourself, and then once is going to be a 2 truths and a lie game. You may have seen that before. So you're going to post and reply to your classmates this week through that discussion forum. And then there's a class lounge where I'll occasionally put some other discussion threads. So if you have an answer to the problem of the week, you could post there as well. That's the discussion forum. If we click assignments on the nav bar, that's where we'd submit assignments. The first assignment this week, all I want you to do is practice uploading a file. It could be any file on your computer, a doc, a PDF, whatever you want. You just add a file, upload it, and then click submit. Just so I know that you're comfortable with that procedure. That's often how you'll submit your work to me in this course. And then we'll also try a very short quiz. We click quizzes. We have the no math quiz. It's going to be a couple questions. I think one's multiple choice, one you have to type, one you have to upload a photo. Again, no math. It's just to check that you know how to use Brightspace and that you can kind of figure that out. So that's all we're going to do. Week 1 is an intro assignment, a couple intro discussions, and then an intro quiz. The last thing I want to show you in this video is our course content. So I'm going to click content, and I'm just going to turn off the student view. The reason I'm doing that is I'm only going to open the content as we go, a couple weeks at a time. So right now, we can't even see the first unit. So in the first week, you'll just go through sort of the course introduction. You can click on any of these pages to kind of read some information about me, some information about the course. Some more prerequisite skills. If you want to work on integers or fractions, that's where you could do it. Anytime you click that white arrow on the side, it will open up the unit. So you can try some more addition, subtraction of integers, things like that if you'd like to practice. I'm going to turn off the student view and now go back to my teacher view so I can see the whole course in the content section. I'll make this visible to you next week when we actually start Unit 1. So here's Unit 1. It's organized, so each activity under content is labeled 1.1, 1.2, etc., up to 1.12. And the second unit is going to be 2.1, 2.2, etc. So that's the way to organize. In the announcements, I'll post, okay, today you should be working on maybe section 1.2. So each section has things for you to do. So if I click on sections 1.3, which is about sets of numbers, there's things to try. So if it says notebook, those are questions that you could try on pencil and paper and maybe on a math binder. Maybe there's a discussion post for you to try. There's things to read, more questions for you to try. Sometimes there's videos for you to watch. Kind of imagine it like a textbook or a lesson. So I'm not teaching you in person live every day. You can go into this content and you can try some questions. You can look at some answers. Oftentimes there's videos for you to watch, things to think about, things to practice. Each of those might take you, each activity might take 45 minutes to an hour. That's what you'd be doing in class, maybe occasionally finishing at home. And you're doing around one of those every day or two. Just to show you another one, section 1.8 is about unit conversions. There's a video for you to watch, just a couple minutes to reflect on. There's some examples of some math that we're learning. There's questions for you to try, homework to do in a notebook. Sometimes there's a link to another page that you could print or just have on the screen, which has more homework questions for you to work through. So that's where you're going to spend most of your time in this course, in this content section, working through those numbered activities. So we're not doing any of those this week. When we start our course next week, you're going to work through 1.2, 1.3, etc. until we're done the unit. At the end of the unit, we'll always do a test review, and then you'll do a paper and pencil test at your schools. But we'll get to that when we get to that in a few weeks' time. So all I wanted to do in this video, just show you in 10 minutes how Brightspace works and how you can navigate this course. Again, the most important thing is to come to this course homepage every day and read the announcement and then follow the links from there on what to do. Last thing I want to say in this video is if you need to contact me for any reason or I need to contact you, the best way to do it is your school board email account. So go to your TVDSB Gmail. If you want to email me in the to line of your email, just type in my last name, Grek, G-R-E-K. I'm the only Grek in the school board. So my name will just come up, and you can always email me. I would also check that TVDSB Gmail every day. If I need to reach out to you individually, I would do that through the email. Okay, thanks for watching.